The half-hour documentary reality show, Cops, was one of my favorite shows growing up. Hard-nosed realism, intense footage, and of course, that theme song. Believe it or not, the show is still running, now on its 32nd season. But this isn't about cops, but a new show that emerged on my love list, a show called Live PD, found on A&E, or specifically Live PD Police Patrol. The show follows multiple counties across the country and a variety of different police officers as they protect and serve. Like any reality show, it is subject to the human mind, and despite the tragedy of some of these crimes, can be quite humorous. In fact, watching the show has become kind of almost a mystery science theater in finding the oddity or humor in escalated situations.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what they tell me.
So, I decided to develop my own series, the Tot Files, an episode-by-episode dissection of the men and women who stop a list of crimes and the criminals who commit them, all with my personal spin on it. So, subscribe and follow along with my journey. Before getting into such dissection, let me start off by saying this is poking fun at various situations and people. This is all done with respect to the men and women who serve. Secondly, this is not some sort of political dissection or dissertation. Before getting into this video, I'd like to take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, PicsArt. PicsArt is a free image editing, collage, drawing, and social network application that you can find on the App Store and Google Play Store now. Its ease of use, powerful editing tools, neat filters, and quick uploads to your favorite social media apps make it the ideal application to use. This app is what I use when I post pictures to my YouTube community or even Instagram. My personal favorite editing tool is the HDR filter, where the contrast and lines really pop on channel mascot Cal here. Thanks to the plethora of tools, you can easily get a picture social media ready. PicsArt currently has a 4.5 average over 9 million votes and has 700 million installs. All you need to do is go to the link here or in the description, download and enjoy the power of the #1 picture editing app. Let them know Nader Tot sent you. Okay, fine print over. Let's talk about Live PD Police Patrol.
In the back seat, he takes off in a foot pursuit with us.
Perhaps the most memorable thing about Cops was the opening theme song. I mean, the title of the epic action Michael Bay film Bad Boys was heavily inspired by this theme song. It is catchy, nice beat, and just makes you want to belt out a tune. So, interestingly enough, Live PD decides to come up with their own. The results, well, it is catchy, but not nearly as much. It is goofy, but not nearly as charming. I mean, I don't see me dancing at a club to this song anytime soon. I do appreciate this line, and I'm pretty sure at the end here he says, yeah, he says Paw Patrol, doesn't he? Tell me I'm not crazy. I'm pretty sure he says Paw Patrol, right? Each episode starts off with a crazy reminder that every 2.5 seconds, someone is arrested in the United States. That's 2.5 seconds. In the time it takes for me to drop a deuce, over 100 people have been arrested, and I'm still playing Scrabble on my phone. What a world we live in. The episode starts off with an intense chase in the state of Arizona. Officers are attempting to stop a car going 90 to 95 miles per hour. Putting multiple motorists and himself in grave danger. To stop the car, Officer No Bottom deploys stop sticks that immediately renders the vehicle useless.
I got it.
The cool use of intellect, while others were in grave peril. 50 points.
The vehicle stops, with the officers getting the suspect at gunpoint. The officer demands to see the suspect's hands.
Let me see your hands!
In which the suspect decides to show them while he's escaping and climbing up this wall. I mean, he did show you his hands, I guess. Troopers are led on another chase before finally sumo slamming the suspect to the ground. Officer Lightjog here was clearly in no rush to join in on the action, but then again, the suspect's face was torn up pretty good. Officers threaten the suspect to stop resisting or he will be bitten by the canine. Perhaps it's like the sadist in me or something, but the threat of having a dog bite someone just makes me laugh so hard. It makes me think of some like Dungeon or Dragon Master or something. Holy shit, that just got super nerdy, I'm sorry. Jeez, look at this guy. Someone get this poor guy a napkin or a beer or something. I'm not even sure he knows what day, year, or who the president is. The suspect was safely detained with no further issues, starting the series off on a climactic note. From here we go to Texas, where the high-octane, edge-of-your-seat action continues. Music is blaring. This is gonna be something super serious. Oh, I can't wait.
We're headed to loose cattle in the middle of the roadway at a very busy intersection.
Damn, it's a cow's loose? Oh. Damn, this cow's out here trying to make a highlight reel and you all are trying to stop him. Leave him be.
He's got getting away from the top speed.
This damn cow is just trying to cross the road and mind his own business. Not to be a dick to the cow, but this is illegal jaywalking and probably a ticket offense. They eventually corner the cow, attempting to lasso it with some of the most awful attempts to rail it in. Eventually the cow takes off. I think it had to run after the Stevie Wonder attempts to throw rope. Officers then sprint, doing their best 40 time to attempt to corner the cow once again. They eventually corner it and decide to bark. Why are they barking? And then they throw things at it. I'm pretty sure that one officer threw a foam roller at him. Wait, didn't the guy before say they didn't like to be cornered, or they get even more aggressive?
It will attack you if it's scared, if it's cornered.
Just forget about it. They eventually lasso the cow into a corner, trapping it around a tree.
Get out with our fence wasn't well prepared.
Everything's okay, nobody got hurt.
Our fence wasn't well prepared. Man, don't go blaming that damn fence. Your lasso skills were just as shitty. I imagine your fence building skills weren't very good either. Next up, we have Richland, which is probably one of the more entertaining counties on the show. Here, two officers pull over a truck with a suspected DUI.
How much you had to drink tonight?
As they walk up, the passenger pitches a beer out the window, literally pitching it out the window.
Nice try, buddy.
I did throw the beer out.
The officers temporarily detain the individual and see much he has to drink.
I just had that one beer.
He states,
I just had that one beer.
and he is capable of driving, despite having a mouthful of marbles, of course.
Nigga lies. I was scared the hell out of you.
So, I'm guessing he wasn't drunk, but he clearly is. The officer then questions the driver. I love when the suspects are subtitled, despite the fact you can pretty clearly understand him.
I ain't gonna even lie to you.
We had a couple of
I'm
beers.
riding dirty tonight.
The driver states he is riding dirty tonight.
I'm riding dirty tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding dirty tonight.
I'm not sure if this is what Chameleonaire imagined, but hey, that works. They eventually take the passenger and the driver to the back of the vehicle, where the passenger now states he has 2 beers.
I had
You want to sit on the bumper?
So at this pace, we might get to the full count of beers he actually had.
I did.
Once again, this man states he believes he can drive.
You ain't going to jail either now, but you ain't driving.
Why you can't drive?
Because he can't walk.
You can't
You
walk.
can't walk, you can't drive.
The officers have a good laugh over the silliness of the passenger. Not too often you see this, and honestly, it's kind of refreshing.
Did you throw the beer out the
threw it,
window?
almost hit me
He didn't
with
even
it.
chug it. He just threw it straight on the ground.
You never really know what you're gonna get in the world, and sometimes you just have to laugh it off. The officers decide to talk to them more. Here is where you get to see the passenger really drunk. I'm not even really sure what he's saying here.
Yeah, well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't need to lie. We was going back.
You can?
Yeah, I'm ready to take a field variety test.
He is having a really good time, but I'm not really sure why he wasn't subtitled.
Take the field variety test, so
Well, you shoot straight.
The passenger, who looks like a Norbit character played by Eddie Murphy, says he wants a field variety test.
yeah, I'm ready to take a field variety test.
I'm not sure what in the hell that is, but he asked for one. He decides to walk the line and show off his lack of shoelaces on his slick Timberlands. Officers then decide to let them go and laugh it off. Deputy Kevin Lawrence laughs off the fact that he demanded a field variety test and includes that this is the funniest thing he had seen in 12 years. It's a pretty adorable moment and honestly kind of shocking despite his 12 years of service. This does bring me to one of the kind of interesting parts of the show, and that's the interview with the officers during and after the investigative footage. They are close up, oftentimes with multiple cuts and video effect close-ups. It happens multiple times in an episode, as if someone just learned something in video editing class and really wants to show it off. It becomes entirely distracting and almost satirical at points.
I walked up and she wasn't in a driver's seat. It's comical. However, in this job,
Next up in the video, we'll be in the state of Florida, following Deputy Chad Biernacki as he pulls over an SUV that's driving without a license. During his traffic stop, the driver is caught jumping to the back seat.
Man, that's the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
Lori, who's driving now?
I guess she was thinking nobody would see her or question the fact that literally nobody is in the driver's seat.
What? What did I do? I wasn't.
Because you're driving without a license.
No, sir, I wasn't driving.
I was gonna ask how stupid, but this situation actually gets a lot worse. Just wait, you'll see. The driver, we'll call her Miss Pink Jacket, I honestly didn't have anything clever here, states several times she wasn't driving.
You can go to jail for driving without a valid license.
No, sir, I was not driving.
At which Deputy Biernacki says that wasn't even a good one.
I wasn't driving,
That wasn't even a good one.
Man, you just said it was almost slick. Give the woman a break.
Lori, who's driving now?
Not me.
That's almost slick.
After detaining the suspect, Deputy Biernacki pulls the passengers out. An older gentleman and an older woman. Jean Jacket gentleman calls over his... I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really sure what their relationship is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bail her out. I can't bail her out.
They argue over who is going to bail this woman out because James Garner spent all of his money at Gap on the Jean Jackets.
Sweetheart, you have to have money.
Jean Jackets expresses that he isn't Donald Trump.
I'm not a Donald Trump.
At which she responds, I'm not Ivana Trump.
Do I look like an Ivana Trump?
Guys, I said no political bullshit. She's also holding one of these pay-as-you-go phones. I'm not really sure why, but this kept irking me for some reason. Also, do you think these officers are talking about their future Taco Bell order? Yeah, I really want that quesarito. Oh man, a chimichanga sounds so good. I know, I'm sorry, a food joke.
Damn it, I'm funny.
So, Deputy Biernacki decides to question the woman as to who the woman he arrested was. It's a friend, right?
So she's just a friend?
She responds with one hell of a dinger.
She was gonna be my baby mama.
Wait.
My baby mama.
I have a lot of questions, and I don't think many things will answer it.
She was gonna be my baby mama.
I'm so damn confused.
Biernacki's face is pretty much everyone's face watching this. Wait, what in the incest is going on here? The funny thing, it even takes him a moment to get there. Actually, it's a surrogate for the woman and her young, much younger man, husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, I guess it will be a baby daddy, stating he is 30 years younger than she is.
He's 30 years younger than I am.
At which Gap Jean Jacket laughs like a serial killer. Someone arrest this man, please. This is the guy right here. He's the suspect, I swear. She then asks Deputy Biernacki if 70s is too old.
Yeah, you don't think 70s was old?
His face says it all. I'm actually getting a headache from this. This feels like a Family Guy or SNL skit.
She was gonna be my baby mama.
Okay.
A surrogate?
Okay, to save time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think 70s was old?
What are you talking about?
We're just trying to figure out how to...
No, we're not!
I'm so damn confused.
What was this traffic stop even for again? Deputy Biernacki goes on to state in his interview that everyone, every night, shares too much information.
I don't know why people tell you things they do sometimes.
The pitfalls of the job, but I do have to pick at Biernacki for asking some questions that weren't entirely relevant to his investigation.
A surrogate? For you and the mister? Your old man? How young is young?
I don't know why people tell you things they do sometimes.
How young is young?
Not saying he brought it on himself, but... The episode finally ends, taking us to Tulsa, Oklahoma. This county is one of my favorites for their dress wear that looks like soccer jerseys and Target khakis. It's actually ridiculously hilarious, and I'm sure super comfortable, but still, this looks like a Target commercial. Officers are chasing down a suburban SUV with a possible disturbance with a gun and a potential drug deal. Officer Blackwell is chasing the suspects down in their SUV right before one decides to jump out mid-drive.
He just threw that guy out of the car.
See you later! The radio chatter gets quite intense before Blackwell snaps.
Get off the radio!
Hey, been there, done that. Officers get the SUV at gunpoint, with Blackwell holding his gun literally gangster style. Now that's riding dirty.
Hey, God, no, he turned it sideways, kill shot!
The suspect is told to get on the ground and crawl, all sexy. No, they didn't say that. Come to find out, this is an entire chop shop operation. The SUV literally had a chunk of a car in the back of it. How in the holy hell is that even possible? Is this some sort of clown car or Mary Poppins car?
There's a stolen engine block and a door in it.
This is where we get to meet series favorite Officer Sticks. He states that he's not in duty clothes, but hey Sticks, all you need to do is slap on a jersey and you'll be okay.
I went ahead and left the house, responded here in my casual clothes.
Don't even sweat it, man. Sticks goes on to talk about the suspect being a potential mastermind behind a large operation.
He is a mastermind.
But was doing the operation in what looked like plain sight.
House in an open field here, just completely stripped.
He was also bragging about it on Facebook.
Yeah. Dude, he brags about this on Facebook.
Not exactly a Don Corleone. The episode ends with one final interview. Honestly, I couldn't really focus with the 10 either jump cuts or video effect zoom ins and zoom outs. I counted 10 changes and it's honestly quite annoying. So this was a brief look at a long running series with many episodes to pour through.
She was going to be my baby mama.
I hope you all enjoy it, and if you did, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, and let me know what you think of this series. I hope you all join me on the next Tot Files, but for now, I gotta go hit him with the blue lights. See ya! Hey Tots, thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy the new series and are excited about the possibilities to come with this. As usual, thanks to my Patreon supporters. See you all soon.